What's up, everybody? And today we're reacting to 5 scary reasons why China, Russia, and North Korea can't kill the US Navy. I'm excited to see this is by U.S. Military Technology. There will be a link down below to the original video. Go over there, give it a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. What else? That's pretty much it. I haven't got a question of the day. If you've got any questions, leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll pop it up on the screen, like right here in the next video. Let's get straight into it. I'm excited to see this. I've been doing some more old school reactions like this, where it's like military stuff, and people seem to be enjoying going back to my old school reactions. So here we are, doing more of them, and people said they missed them, so I'm going to be doing a mix of this and military horror. We've also got some Call of Duty Modern Warfare replay on realism happening in the next few days, and some Call of Duty Zombies. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. Again, there'll be a link down below to the original video. Go over there and give that video a like as well. But for now, let's shut up and let's check out what this video is all about. The US Navy. Big old weapons.
5 reasons why no one can beat the US Navy.
Okay. Give me them reasons. I'm intrigued. Give them to me. And we'll see if I agree with these reasons, because some of them I might not agree with. Who knows, right? Who knows? U.S. Navy news. It's a lot of boats.
The United States Navy is the largest and most advanced Navy in the world, fielding everything from aircraft carriers and maritime patrol aircraft to submarines, destroyers, and unmanned helicopters.
Wait, what? Unmanned helicopters? Never heard of that before.
So when your editor asks you to choose the Navy's 5 most lethal weapon systems, your most difficult challenge is trying to narrow it down to just 5 selections. For
Interesting.
This article, I bypassed the larger platforms such as the aircraft carriers and amphibious assault ships.
Okay.
To be sure, those are actually the most lethal weapons in the Navy's arsenal.
Fair one.
However, everybody knows them, and as big platforms, they're actually the sum of many smaller ones.
So he's going to ignore the most obvious reasons here, and I like that. I appreciate that.
Instead, I wanted to highlight platforms that were outstanding in some particular way.
Okay.
With an emphasis on the biggest bang for the buck.
Okay.
I also wanted to spread out the selection. It's easy to merely include surface ships and submarines, ignoring aircraft and certain missions. Yeah,
because you have to remember, and not many people realize this, that the aircraft that are on a lot of these ships are flown by the US Navy. They're not part of the US Air Force. It's part of the US Navy. So it is one complete package.
Before proceeding, it's worth noting that the Navy is currently on the cusp of a technological revolution.
Okay.
With new ships, fighters, radars, lasers, railguns,
and
systems on the horizon. In 10 years, a repeat of this may look very different.
Yeah, fair one. That's true. Especially when, if you watch the last one with the aircraft, the F-35 is obviously a massive leap in technology, and you can presume that massive leap in technology is going to happen across the board in different departments of the military as well.
Burke-class guided missile destroyer.
Okay.
Named after the legendary World War II admiral, the Arleigh Burke-class destroyers are some of the most balanced, capable ships fielded by any modern Navy.
Okay.
The Burke-class is the backbone of the fleet, with some 62 vessels comprising over 1/5 of all the ships in the Navy.
62 vessels. People don't realize how big that is.
The heart of the Burke's combat system is in its Aegis radar system, which is capable of directing a variety of air defense missiles against incoming targets. Aegis can coordinate the defense of an entire naval surface group. And with the new cooperative engagement capability, the Burks can fire on targets at extended ranges using targeting data from platforms such as the E-2D Hawkeye.
Okay.
The Burke class is capable of launching evolved Sea Sparrow air defense missiles against short and medium range
Whoa, I've not seen that before.
SM-2 and SM-6 missiles against long range aerial targets.
That's really cool. I've not seen that before.
Many destroyers also have a ballistic missile defense capability and can launch SM-3 missiles.
Look at that! It's gone into the sky. That's it. Rocket's gone. Bye.
Specialized for engagement of ballistic missiles.
There it is. That's crazy. That is nuts.
For anti-submarine warfare, the class has a built-in SQQ-89 sonar system.
Okay.
With a towed sonar system scheduled for future upgrades.
Interesting.
The ship mounts 6 Mark 46 anti-submarine torpedoes.
See, I don't know much about the radar system. It's so beyond me. My training in the Royal Marines, we never touched any of that stuff. Yeah.
The ship's embarked MH-60R anti-submarine helicopters provide long-range anti-submarine capability.
Okay.
Although only later versions of the burke-class were built with hangars.
Okay.
For a modern ship, the burke-class is heavily armed with conventional guns. A 5-inch, 127mm gun is mounted on the bow, capable of anti-ship, shore bombardment, and even a limited anti-air roll. 2 25mm guns and 4 50 caliber machine guns were added after the suicide
Clean up that brass on the floor! Someone's gonna trip!
Attack on the USS Cole in 1999. Finally, each ship has 2 Phalanx 1B close-in weapon systems designed to shoot incoming missiles, but capable of firing on helicopters, UAVs, and small boats as well.
Interesting.
One area where the burke-class comes up short is in its ability to engage enemy ships. The ships are anemic in their anti-ship capability, with only older vessels even fielding 8 aging Harpoon anti-ship missiles.
Target practice. Do you know what's really cool? One of the coolest things I did when I was in the Royal Marines is we were doing target practice and we were using tracers, right? And a lot of people don't know, but when you shoot and you hit water, it doesn't just go in the water. Some of these videos just go in the water, but they're not using tracers. They can skim off the water and go up in the air, right? So what's cool is you're using loads of tracers. It's like Star Wars. It's like it's so cool. I had a video of it because I videoed through MVGs on my old phone ages ago, and the video's just gone over time. And I really, really wish I had it because it was such a cool video.
This has been by design, as no credible surface threat had existed, and the Navy is concentrated on the global war on terror mission.
Yep.
Missiles such as the Norwegian Naval Strike Missile and
it's a cool looking missile.
Martin long-range anti-ship missile are in development and hold great promise as a future anti-ship missile of the fleet.
That's the thing. There is so much more technology coming out.
Class in production ever fielded by the U.S. Navy. Arleigh Burke herself was commissioned in 1991, and production is expected to
91. That's the year I was born. It was a good year.
Continue for another 50 years. That would mean nearly 40 years of near continuous production for a single type of destroyer.
That's pretty impressive. It is impressive, that, isn't it? All right.
EA18
Number 2.
Growler electronic attack aircraft.
Interesting.
Based on the successful FA-18F Super Hornet, the EA18 Growler is an electronic warfare aircraft with the performance of a fighter.
God, that's so cool. What a cool job.
Unlike its predecessor, the EA6B Prowler,
I've seen that before.
Is capable of being used more aggressively, pacing high-performance fighter bombers on dangerous missions. The Growler is basically a 2-seat Super Hornet, with 90% commonality in some features between the 2 planes.
So cool! Look at the freaking scorpion thing on it! God damn it. Do you know what? Even if the U.S. military weren't the most dangerous navy in the world, they're still some of the coolest. Look at that stuff.
Its internal M61 gun is deleted to accommodate an AN/ALQ-227 communications jamming system. And AN/ALQ-99 radar jamming pods are fitted to the plane's weapon stations.
Okay.
Growler has 3 capabilities. Firstly, it can support suppression of enemy air defense missions in support of drones or UAVs.
Okay.
Growler can jam communications and enemy radars on the ground and actively attack radars with anti-radar harm missiles.
So they basically got all the ground covered there, haven't they? Let's be honest.
Second,
Jeez.
Growler can conduct standoff and escort jamming against air defenses on the ground,
okay,
enemy airborne early warning platforms, and enemy fighters. Growler can keep up with fighters conducting a counter-air sweep and keep enemy radars and communications scrambled.
Okay.
Third, Growler is also capable of what's called non-traditional electronic attack, a somewhat mysterious capability which supposedly allows it to integrate with ground defenses.
Interesting. It's basically communication between everything, which is always... Communication is one of the most important things in the military.
In addition to those capabilities, Growler can also self-protect, allowing fighters that would otherwise escort it to be used elsewhere. Growler is as fast and maneuverable as an FA-18F and can carry AMRAAM.
Is that Darth Vader on the back there? You see that? You see this? Is that Darth Vader's helmet? What?
Air missiles for defensive use. Despite its electronic warfare designation, it's still equipped with an APG-79 multi-mode AESA radar.
Why'd he just bounce and crack on?
Mounted queuing system for air-to-air combat.
Why'd they do that?
100 Growlers have been delivered as of May 2014.
100.
And another 15 aircraft have been approved as part of the 2015 Congressional Defense Budget.
So they're a good bit of kit. They're a very good bit of kit. All round good.
Virginia-class attack submarine.
Okay. Let's have a look at these subs.
One of the most successful weapons programs of the post-Cold War period, the Virginia-class attack submarine, combines one of the most advanced nuclear attack submarines with an affordable shipbuilding program.
Okay.
At least 33 units are planned. Each Virginia...
That's surprisingly a lot of submarines as well that people don't realize. That these numbers are relatively small when you think about 33, 50 odd. But when you think of what they are, that's a lot. That is a lot of submarines.
Class is 377 feet long and 34 feet in diameter. And weighs 7,800 tons submerged. Each has 12 vertical launch tubes.
What is going on there?
As well as 4 533mm torpedo tubes capable of launching Mark 48 ADCAP homing torpedoes.
Okay.
Mines, and torpedo tube-launched unmanned underwater vehicles.
Okay.
Subs of the class are also equipped with lockout chambers for divers and can carry SEAL mini-submarines.
That is really cool.
In addition to their attack mission, Virginia submarines are also useful surveillance platforms.
Yeah.
Each has an extensive sonar suite with bulb, sail, and chin sonars covering the front hemisphere, sonar arrays on the flanks, and a towed array to detect objects in the sub's wake.
Interesting.
The ship is equipped with electronic support measure sensors for detection of enemy signals and optronic sensors.
I'm really liking the fact that this video is going into great detail as to what each thing can do. We've watched some videos in the past where it just kind of gives you the overview of what it is and how many of them there are. This is really going into depth, and I appreciate that. I really do.
These sensors can be augmented with data from UUVs and special forces. Intelligence can then be relayed to the surface and beyond via high-rate data transmitters.
Okay.
The Virginia class is also a success from a cost perspective. The Seawolf class that preceded it was a financial disaster. 29 submarines were planned, but the first 3 ships averaged $4.4 billion each.
What? $4.4 billion each? That's where me tax money's going. Jeez.
And plans for further submarines were terminated. The Virginias, on the other hand, have come in at an average of just under $2 billion each.
Yeah, no big deal. Just under $2 billion each. Oh my days.
Even better, by 2011, they were delivering early and under budget. USS Mississippi was commissioned a year early and $60 million under budget. In May, the U.S. Navy ordered 10 submarines from General Dynamics Electric Boat and Huntington Ingalls for $17.6 billion, making the unit cost a bargain at $1.7.
A bargain, he says. A bargain.
$6 billion. Under the agreement, each shipyard would churn out a submarine a year for 5 years.
Wow.
Ensuring that 2 submarines would join the fleet annually.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Ohio-class cruise missile submarine.
All right, so another type of submarine here. We're getting a lot of sub stuff here.
The 4 guided missile submarines, SSGS,
it looks way bigger.
Ohio-class, Ohio, Michigan, Florida, and Georgia, are 4 of the most heavily armed ships in the world. Each is equipped with 154 cruise missiles and can carry up to 4 platoons of Navy SEALs.
Wow. So it is a big boy then. And it's cool because it's obviously stealthy and you can get these things in and around areas you're not supposed to be. What a great bit of kit.
Originally constructed as ballistic missile submarines, each submarine carried 24 nuclear-tipped D5 Trident submarine-launched ballistic missiles.
Wow. How did they fit it all in there?
The START II treaty, the United States was left with 4 excess ballistic missile submarine hulls. Rather than decommission them, the U.S. Navy paid $4 billion to convert them to carry conventionally armed Tomahawk land attack cruise missiles.
Wow. Utilizing it.
Trident missile silos were converted to each hold 7 Tomahawk missiles.
I mean, why not, right? If they're already there, you might as well use them and not just decommission them. It makes sense.
The result is a stealthy cruise missile platform capable of firing 154 Tomahawk missiles. A unique...
I can just imagine, like, Putin watching these videos going, oh, that's what they've got. Oh, okay, let me make these notes.
capability that greatly increases the U.S. Navy's firepower.
Like, my guess is there's a lot more stuff that we don't know about than there is that we do know about, because obviously we can't put all this stuff onto YouTube about what we've got. Let's be honest.
The precise loadout of each submarine is classified, but includes some mixture of Block 3 Tomahawk and Block 4 Tomahawk missiles.
Or maybe they do show everything they've got just to really show Russia and China and North Korea, like, hey, look what we've got. We will kick your ass.
Tomahawk Block 3C has a single 1,000-pound conventional warhead and a range of 1,000 miles.
Fair one.
Block 3D has a payload of 166 cluster bomblets and a range of 800 miles.
Okay.
Each missile features multiple navigation methods and can guide itself to target by inertial navigation system.
Okay.
Terrain contour matching, digital scene matching area correlator, and GPS.
Okay.
Tomahawk Block 4E adds the capability for each missile to conduct reconnaissance, bomb damage assessment, and retargeting.
Wait, each missile can do that? What?
The missile can send back an image of the battle area in order,
what?
loiter while new target data is drawn up, and then substitute a new target for the old one.
I had never knew that. So the missile is sending back information before it goes boom, so that the other missile, the next missile, can get something better or more accurately. Damn.
The missile is also significantly cheaper than previous Tomahawks.
I didn't know that was a thing.
2 Trident launchers were converted for use by Navy SEALs and feature lockout chambers for exiting the submarine underwater. The Ohio-class SSGNs can each carry 66 SEAL commandos, as well as embark a combination of 2 midget submarines or dry dock shelters.
But it gets so sweaty under there, the subs.
The Ohio submarines fired their first missiles in anger on March 19, 2011, during Operation Odyssey Dawn. USS Florida fired 93 Tomahawks against Libyan military targets.
93 Tomahawks. Yeah. Yeah, you better sit down. Holy cow.
In the future, the cruise missile submarines could be used as motherships for unmanned underwater vehicles, UUVs.
Yep. Great bits of kit. USS Ponce.
Strange for an aging amphibious transport dock to be on this list, and indeed, a week ago it wouldn't have made the cut. The 43-year-old USS Ponce, launched in July 1971, served for years as a transport for U.S. Marines.
So it's an old bit of kit, this then.
Now it's in a float-forward staging base, and the first ship in the U.S. Navy operationally armed with a laser weapon.
Lasers!
Wednesday, the U.S. Navy revealed that the laser weapon system, or LAWS, is now an operational weapon system.
Interesting, so it is in use.
Is cleared to fire in combat. The
thing is, there's so many benefits to using a laser more than a traditional bomb, because you can't shoot it down, you can't get in its way, it just happens.
The laser system is designed to target unmanned aerial vehicles,
okay,
slow-moving helicopters, and fast patrol craft.
Interesting, okay.
The laser detonates an RPG-7 anti-tank rocket, burned out the engine of a small boat, and shot down a small unmanned aerial vehicle.
Interesting.
The process appears to take a fraction of a second. The U.S. Navy claims that, per the Geneva Convention, the laser will not be used to target individual humans.
Right. God, could you imagine if it did? It would blow a human into smithereens. There'd be even no friggin' particles left.
It's safe to say, however, that detonating explosive devices, fuel, or Causing catastrophic damage to a vehicle would have lethal consequences for the crew.
Right. I don't know why my camera's going off and on there, but we're nearly at the end of the video anyway.
Exist on the range of the laws, or how many shots it can fire in an engagement. The laser light does not appear visible to the naked eye.
Right.
The system appears to be aimed by a shipboard operator using a modified video game controller.
It's using an Xbox controller to blow things up with a laser. What's on your CV? What's on your resume?
In a world of high-cost weapon systems, one of the most remarkable things about laws is the cost.
What do you think his KD is on COD?
Laws cost only 69 cents per shot.
What?
With apparently only one shot needed to disable a small boat.
So there is the future then. It's more efficient, it's quicker, it's more powerful, it's easier to learn if you're just using an Xbox controller. It just seems like this is the direction that a lot of weapons are going to go in the military. And the US is at the head of it.
Which the US Navy had also considered using against small boats, cost $99,000 each. RAM, the point defense system that might...
So it might cost a lot, but think about the return, like how much you're not spending on, like, missiles. That's a lot. Like, you're going to make your money back, really, aren't you?
Otherwise engage UAVs cost well over $250,000 per missile.
There you go.
Laws even compares favorably to the 20mm cannon round fired by the Phalanx close-in weapon system. While we don't know how much the entire Laws system actually costs,
yeah,
these per-shot numbers are encouraging.
They are encouraging, because no matter how much it costs, it's going to make money back eventually, right?
Laws is a 30-kilowatt laser system.
Unbelievable.
The US Navy plans to test more powerful 100 to 150-kilowatt systems within the next 2 years.
Yeah. Well, that just goes to show how much technology is advancing in the military, and it's kind of dangerous in a way, but it's also really impressive. There is a link down below to the original video. Go over there, give it a like. If you know anything else about this stuff that we haven't covered, that I don't know about, let me know in the comment section down below, because I love learning about this stuff, okay? Members, you're beautiful, you're amazing, I love you, I couldn't do this without you! I honestly could make videos every single day if it wasn't for these beautiful people scrolling past the screen right now, so thank you, genuinely thank you for supporting the channel as much as you do. I genuinely appreciate it. Leave your suggestions for more reactions down below. I'm really enjoying kind of getting back to my old ways and reacting to military stuff. It's genuinely enjoyable. So if you've got suggestions, let me know in the comments section down below. Other than that, links down below to OriginalAdventures, my other channel where we do vlogs and stuff like that. Check it out. And the Sword and Scabbard if you want to see more fantasy stuff, because I like fantasy. Other than that, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.